Yeah, the Christian music guys. Make some noise for the Christian music guys.
Today on the Christian Music Guys, we're excited to introduce you to a powerful new voice in the Christian music scene, Olivia Sperber. With a heart for Jesus and a passion for writing music that inspires bold faith, Olivia is stepping onto the scene with her debut single, Dare to Have Faith, is out now. Her music carries a message of courage, hope, and surrender, encouraging listeners to trust God even when the future feels uncertain. Olivia, thank you so much for chatting with us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so we went up to your socials. We scrolled all the way back to the beginning, and we saw a 9-year-old Olivia doing a Christmas performance at a place I've never heard of before called Kennywood. Can you please explain that?
Yeah, Kennywood is a local amusement park that we have around here. So I've been kind of singing around the area ever since I can remember when I was a kid. So I was trying to get into different events and stuff, and Kennywood used to have live performers when they were really big and everything. So my mom was able to get me booked there, and I did a little Christmas performance there with my friends as background dancers, and it was really fun being able to just perform around the area growing up.
Now, where are you from originally? Where's
I'm from
Kennywood?
Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I have never been to Pittsburgh, but
Okay.
well, I guess let's go ahead and get the conversation started. Why don't you go ahead and tell our viewers and our listeners about yourself, your story, and how you got into music?
Yeah, I started singing when I was 5 years old. I was adopted into a Christian family when I was a baby, and we went on a vacation and we were at the boardwalk, and I saw a karaoke contest going on, and I was intrigued. So I walked over and I told my parents that I wanted to try it out. So they said, okay, and signed me up. And I remember the day like it was yesterday of just singing and being this 5-year-old little girl, but having so many people gather around and just seeing the smiles on people's faces and the unity, no matter what the background was, how their day was, they were all just smiling at this girl singing. And ever since then, I just fell in absolutely in love with music. So I told my parents, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. And they said, okay, sounds great. And they took me seriously. So they signed me up in every music class they could, every dancing class, everything that they possibly could have done for me to be on the path to success. And I grew up just really loving music, really loving writing. I'm the kind of person who would write essays for fun if I got bored around the house. So I absolutely loved writing songs, and I wrote my first one in a little notebook with a crayon when I was 5 years old. But I absolutely just fell in love with every single aspect of music and writing and being that pop singer that I grew up wanting to be, until I was approached to kind of change the direction that I was going. And I was told that they wanted me to be a Christian singer. And I was raised in a Christian home, but I never had a very deep relationship with God. I went to church, I went to youth group, but I didn't really read my Bible or pray or really know who Jesus was on a personal level. So when I was told that they wanted me to be a Christian singer, I really took a step back, and I was kind of devastated leaving the meeting because I grew up really wanting to be that next pop star and writing all of that kind of music. But when they told me they wanted me to do Christian music, I really got to thinking, and I was hesitant, but I took 2 years and really threw myself into church, and I was on the worship team there. I went on mission trips, and I found such an amazing group of friends that really pointed me to God and made sure that I was on the right path. And they just really supported me and made sure that I knew God was there for me every step of the way. And one night at youth group, we were singing Holy Forever. And all I can remember is throwing my hands up, tears rolling down my face, and God telling me, this is what you're going to do. So that night I went home and told my parents, hey, we're going to sign for Christian music. If I'm going to be in the music industry for the rest of my life, I want to be doing it for God, and I want to be making music to spread the love and the word of Jesus. So that's what I've been doing ever since, and I'm very grateful for it.
Yeah. Who are some of those musical influences that have influenced you?
Yeah, growing up, I will say Taylor Swift was a big influence on writing style and just storytelling and connection with the audience. Now I would say Brandon Lake is a really big influence for me. Just the way that he's connecting not only within the Christian realm, but also being the outreach of kind of going outside of the normal and outside of just the Christian bubble of music. I just really admire the way that he's able to plant seeds that way and reach a larger audience, and just the way that he can connect with people on that level.
Yeah. Chris, you got the next one?
Oh yeah.
Good thing we're not live.
Hey, you flipped it up on me. That's why I got mixed up. Oh, okay. So you have a new debut single, "Dare to Have Faith." Tell us about that.
Yeah, I wrote Dare to Have Faith as an anthem for anxiety and day-to-day battles. I grew up with really bad anxiety and experienced a lot of bullying and hate and isolation. So I went into this writing session wanting to just write something to remind people that in those little battles, you have to dare to have faith in God. And as the song kind of had its path, the story really grew, because as I was going to record the song, I found out that my grandma was diagnosed with breast cancer. So the song became something directed towards her of daring to have faith in the scary and uncertain moments. But then when I went to go release the song, my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer as well. So it became a fight song for really everyone in my family, and just such a personal story and reminder to everybody that no matter how hard it gets and no matter how scary it may be, no matter how uncertain the future is, we really have to take that step and dare to have faith. Because I always say I love the word dare, because it means to be bold or courageous in something that's scary or difficult. And that's everything that life is, you know? Nobody said that a walk as a Christian is going to be easy. In fact, it has so many hardships that go to it. But we really have to take that step out and dare to have faith that God has a plan for our lives.
Good.
And so you said when you were 5, or I think it was 5, your first song that you wrote was with a crown. What flash forward a few years? What does your writing process look like now? You still use a crown?
Oh, that would be pretty to have like all the colors on the page. No, a lot of the time I'll sit down and just really be in my zone, kind of sit in silence with my guitar or piano and just scratch down basic words on a piece of paper and, review it and revise to however I'm feeling to get the words accurate. But
Now, wait a minute. Chris said crown. I always say crayon.
Crayon.
I say crayon. A lot of people say crayon, which it's not crayon. What I mean, I don't understand why people can't say crayon.
Hey, I'm Kentucky through and through. My wife hates it. I always say with my little ones, I'm like, "Oh, do you want a crown, whatever?" And she's like, "Crayon." I'm like, "No." Whatever.
That's funny.
So we're gonna play a game with you next.
okay.
This is going to be called This or That. So we will just give you 2 different categories, and you tell us which one out of the 2.
All right.
So first is coffee or tea.
Coffee. I can't go a day without coffee.
See, this
What's
is
your go-to?
coffee or tea. I feel like if the person was like Canadian, this might make more sense, because I feel like everywhere else outside of the US, it's like it might be tea. But I feel like
Yeah.
all US people are like coffee.
Yeah.
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 Jacob, did you ask what my favorite coffee is?
Mm-hmm.
My go-to is always hazelnut. I love a good hazelnut coffee.
Yeah. 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 Are you an early bird or a night owl?
Ooh, definitely a night owl
Okay.
for sure.
All right. Starbucks or Dunkin'?
This might be a controversy, but I'm saying Starbucks.
Dunkin's cheaper, but
Yeah, I would not compare it to Starbucks and Dunkin'. I would compare it Starbucks or I don't know what you have locally as far as like a brew, like a local coffee shop.
We don't really have a lot around here. We have a Starbucks and Dunkin', and they started putting in a lot of small local coffee shops, which is nice because me and my friends have kind of made it a goal to try every coffee shop in the area. So it's nice that they have added more. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Taco Bell or Del Taco?
So I've actually never been to Del Taco, but I've been to
Okay.
Taco Bell twice, and it's been
I
good.
thought you was gonna say you've never had Taco Bell.
No, well, if you asked me a year ago, I would have said that. But my friends forced me to try it, so I'm gonna have to say Taco Bell.
All right. The mountains or the beach?
Ooh, the beach. I'm definitely a beach person. I love the ocean.
Yeah. Leading worship or writing in the studio?
Ooh, that is a really difficult one. It's hard because leading worship, you get to feel the presence of God in so many people and seeing God really work in people's lives. But also in the studio, I feel like I get to really pour out my emotions and experience an intimate time with God. So I feel like a mix of both.
Yeah.
All right. Spotify or Apple Music?
I'm a Spotify person.
Okay.
There
I'm
you go.
Spotify through and through. Apple Music, I tried it once and I was so confused.
Yeah, same.
Same. Yeah.
I have I'm in the nerd realm, and a lot of my AV friends or like audio people, they are all for Apple Music because they have lossless. But Spotify just announced, here's a spoiler, Spotify just announced that they are releasing lossless video or audio files for premium subscribers. So
Oh,
Spotify will have lossless audio, just like Apple Music.
yeah.
By the way, this episode is brought to you by Spotify. Thank you, Spotify,
Yeah.
for your sponsorship of this podcast.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Spotify is just way easier to use, and I don't know. Apple's just, I don't know. They're always behind on everything anyway. Oh, man. Well, we are going to go to the next segment. We are going to do a thing called favorite things, and we're just going to give you a word, and you tell us your favorite thing in that category. Sound good?
Sounds great.
All right, Jesse, go ahead.
Sorry, my computer was updating, and I'm still dealing with all the pop-up things. Do you have a favorite food?
Okay, me and my friends debate this a lot because I go back and forth with my favorite foods, but currently I would say it's sushi.
Okay.
What is your favorite roll?
So I have a local sushi place here, and they have something called a volcano roll, which I've been
Okay.
so addicted to, but it's salmon with spicy salmon and caviar.
Mm.
So I've been kind of on that recently.
Do you have a favorite movie?
Titanic. My favorite movie's been Titanic ever since I was a kid.
Okay. Spoiler alert.
It always sinks. It always sinks.
Hey, several years ago, I don't know where I was, but I saw a thing. Oh, I think it was on like a streaming service, and it said Titanic Part 2. I'm like, how do you make a Titanic? It was like a low budget,
Yeah.
I don't know who was in it. It was nobody, like a Temu version of Titanic, but it was like a sequel. And I'm like, I don't even know how you would do that.
From the iceberg's perspective, I guess,
Yeah.
the untold story.
All right, moving along. Do you have a favorite show to binge?
I don't really. I watch a few different shows, but since it's fall right now, I'm into Gilmore Girls. So this is probably my fourth time rewatching that series.
Okay, I'm all for
Nice.
Gilmore Girls.
I was gonna say there's no shame in that. My wife and I
No.
watched that a few times.
It's so
My-
good.
My wife knows that my celebrity crush is Lauren Graham. So
Do you have a favorite musical artist of all time?
Of all time, that's a really difficult one. I would say Noah Kahan has been a big one for me, just his songwriting and storytelling, and it's just always caught my attention.
Mm.
Do you have a dream collab?
Brandon Lake would be my dream collab. I would
Okay.
absolutely love to write a song with him.
Well, Brandon is in the waiting room. Let's bring him on in. No.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say he would have agreed to it. He would have agreed to it if you would have said he was your favorite artist of all time. See, that was why we did it in that order. It was a test.
Well, I did say he was a very big musical
Yeah.
influence.
There you go.
all right, this is the most controversial of them all. Your favorite ice cream flavor?
Okay, so I have a major sweet tooth, and I probably eat ice cream almost every other night. And I switch flavors a lot. But I will say if I'm in the store and I'm walking through the ice cream aisle, I'm always going to reach for Moose Tracks.
Ooh,
Okay.
good one.
Yeah.
It is good.
At least you didn't say mint chocolate chip because that's just toothpaste.
Says the guy who tried the ranch dressing ice cream.
Oh, there's ranch dressing ice cream?
Yes, and Jacob has tried it.
That's scary.
I just had to, but I couldn't even eat one. I couldn't even eat one bite of it. It was disgusting. So
Yeah, I bet.
yeah.
Uh,
So
what are some of your favorite podcasts?
My favorite podcasts, I would say I really got into podcasts within the past 2 years. My grandma lives an hour away, and I was going to see her once a week, so I was listening to a podcast. But I don't know if I could pick an overall favorite. Probably you guys, honestly. But I don't know if I could pick an overall favorite.
we didn't even pay her to say that. I mean, that was just.
Well, you have passed the favorite things. So kudos to you. So, Olivia, what is next for you, and how can our viewers and listeners keep up with you?
Well, I have some exciting things coming up. So I have some other songs in the works, some videos coming. So I would say the main thing that would be amazing is just lots of prayers for all of the journeys going on in my life and my family's lives. And just, I love seeing all of the support and messages that I get of people listening to my music and how they connect to God through it. So keep leaving those comments on posts because it means the world to me.
And is something that is coming up Christmas music?
Oh, maybe. Potentially. We will see.
We that's our favorite time of the year. So
Oh,
always
right.
love Christmas music.
My house is absolutely crazy around Christmas. We start decorations right after Halloween. My parents have the Hallmark movie release scheduled in our calendar for movie night. It is all full Christmas here.
Mhm.
Yeah. We usually, I think all three of us, we usually right after Halloween, we start putting up decorations. Actually, today I was in the car with my daughter and I put on some Christmas music, and she goes,
Yeah.
"Dad, it's hot," and I'm like, "It doesn't matter.
There's
So
never
you
a
live in
bad time.
Florida, it's always hot.
It's like it's almost October." Okay.
See, the past 2 weeks, we'll sit down for dinner, and I will tell Google to play Christmas jazz music. And then it was like a week later, my 4-year-old was like, "Daddy, why are you playing Christmas music?" And I was like, "Why not?"
It's always a good time for Christmas music.
Are you an eggnog drinker?
I'm not personally. I tried it.
Oh well.
It's one of my
Have a good
things,
night. We'll talk to you later.
My dad is obsessed with it, though. I will say that we always have it at every party.
Okay.
Does he drink it in the moose cup?
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. National Lampoons. He has the moose cups and the sweaters and everything.
Okay,
So
well,
it is.
he gives you the pass then.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, Olivia, as we wrap up, we'd like to see if you'd be willing to share something that God's been doing in your life recently that could help encourage and build up our listeners' and viewers' faith.
Yeah, definitely. I will say there's been a lot of challenges just kind of navigating the path that God has laid out for me, with my journey on music and then health issues with my grandma and my mom, and just kind of feeling down in the dumps sometimes. But something that God has continued to remind me is that He's always going to be by your side no matter what. And something that has just really been put on my heart lately that I have been always going back to is the fact that you could be the only person on earth, and Jesus would still look at you and say that you're enough, and He would still go on the cross, and He would still die that torturous sinner's death just for you. And I think it is so important to just go back to the source of life, go back to, where you came from, and just put all of your trust in God and know that you are enough for Him, and therefore you're enough for everything, and that He'll always be with you for every step of the way, no matter how hard it gets or how uncertain it gets. So remember that you have strength in Him and you can always go to Him.
Well, it's good. Olivia, thank you so much for chatting with us. Dare to Have Faith. Your first single is out now. Download it, stream it. Thank you so much for chatting with us.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
They're the Christian music guys. Yeah, the Christian music guys.